This is Hope Channel Zambia, television that changes lives. It's now time for the news. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. The church has called on politicians to uphold high standards of peace. A civil society organization has defended Speaker of the National Assembly, Nelly Muti, for suspending opposition and independent members of parliament. Youth campaign against vandalism has been launched, and Helsby and Zamtel have signed a memorandum of understanding to allow students pay back loans via mobile. These stories, plus more coming up shortly, to stay with us.
Are you ready to unlock a world of opportunities? Look no further than Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute. At Wansanje, we offer a passport to international recognition through a wide range of courses in various fields. Choose from our courses in travel and tourism, business administration, hospitality management, computer science and cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, food production, electrical, graphic designing, computer studies, and many more. With our expert faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, you will gain the skills you need to excel in your chosen field. For further inquiries, call us on 0211-220-286 or 0977-603389 or visit us in person at Kenneth Kaunda House, Cairo Road, next to the Bank of Zambia. You can also reach out to us via email at wtticollege@gmail.com. Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute is registered with the VETA and ICM, ensuring the high standards of education and recognition. Don't wait. Come and excel with us today at Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bright SINKOZI with the details. SHARON AKUFUNA is our sign language interpreter. The Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia, EFZ, has fervently appealed to political leaders to uphold high standards of peace and national values for the sake of the coming generations. The church has called on both the ruling and opposition parties to work towards strengthening the country's governance system and maintaining democratic tenets, without which the country's democracy and unity will be endangered. EFC chairperson Bishop Paul Mususu at a press briefing said that leaders democratically elected to speak for their constituencies should not for selfish reasons resort to undemocratic behaviors which later threaten national peace. Bishop Mususu has since called on both the ruling and the opposition political parties to embrace divergent political views, provide checks and balances if democracy of the country is to strive. The bishop further said that the church is aware of evident economic constraints at all levels and has advised national and political leaders to prioritize collective measures, creating long and short-term solutions to stabilize the economy and reduce the high cost of living.
Notice political leaders democratically elected to lead and speak for their constituencies, resorting to undemocratic maneuvers. It raises great concern among the citizens. And consequently, if this trend continues unabated, national peace is increasingly threatened. We should not allow narrow and short-term political goals focusing on merely being elected into power to frustrate and detract from the mandate and responsibility of creating a conducive national environment in which every Zambian is given the privilege of excelling in their life's endeavors in a democratic nation in which everyone is valued and treated humanely.
Governance and Development Advocates Zambia has noted with concern how some sections of society have come out in condemning the Speaker of the National Assembly, Nelly Muti, for suspending 19 members of Parliament from the opposition and independent. Executive Director Elias Mulenga said the current state of Parliament debates lacks merit and does not represent the will of the people, which he said abrogates the orderliness in Parliament. Mr. Mulenga has wondered how the Speaker is being drawn in internal wrangles of political parties when matters of opposition political parties are not a subject of the National Assembly. He said the Speaker took a bold decision to suspend erring members of the House, saying it is on firm grounds in order to protect the integrity and etiquettes of Parliament and also to uphold democratic principles. Mr. Mulenga said those threatening to impeach the Speaker are individuals who want to hold the Speaker and Parliament at ransom so that they can hide their frustrations of development in the Speaker's veil. He has commended Speaker of the National Assembly, Nelly Muti, for ensuring that Parliament is protected and orderliness is brought to the most respected august house of the country. Meanwhile, Mr. Mulenga has called on women in the country and women's civil society organizations to voice out and defend the Speaker, who has refused to be used as a bait by selfish individuals who want to tarnish the image of Zambia's democracy and deterring development at the expense of taxpayers' money.
We wish to state that some sections of society have taken to the street in condemning the Speaker of National Assembly, Nelly Muti, for having suspended 19 members of Parliament, ranging from the opposition and independent members of Parliament in Parliament for a period of 30 days and others 7 days added. Notice that the Speaker has a duty to protect etiquettes and the integrity of Parliament. It is the duty of the Speaker to take action in whichever way she feels possible in order to protect democracy and defend our constitution of this nation. I wish to call upon women and women organizations who are managing civil society organizations to voice out and support Nelly Muti for the bold decision she has taken so that there is orderliness and sanity in Parliament, unlike where we have a Parliament that does not debate according to the will of the people that sent them to Parliament.
Chirundu district in Southern Province has reserved over 1.2 million kwacha from the 2023 Constituency Development Fund, CDF, to improve road network in the area. According to Chirundu Town Council Director of Works, Matthews Mashapi, the roads undergoing development are meant to link all wards in Chirundu constituency in order to make traveling safe and reduce on distance. Mr. Mashapi was speaking when he inspected progress made on road development in the area today. He said works were not moving, yesterday. He said works were not moving at a faster pace, saying most roads are being created from scratch as opposed to those under maintenance and rehabilitation. Mr. Mashapi said that the local authority has given priority to areas which completely have no accessibility because of the bad road system. He said Chirundu Council is eager to develop a good road network for communities in Chirundu in order to stimulate development and commercial activities, adding that a good road network remained key in linking business and alleviating poverty. Chirundu district has for decades grappled with a poor road system, but that now it has started receiving attention following the increase of CDF from 1.6 million kwacha to now 30.6 million kwacha. You are watching the news on Hope Channel Zambia. Let's take a break. More stories still to come.
There is nothing quite like the thrill of catching your own fish. And at Papino Investments, we bring that experience to you. Papino Investments, the home of live fish, has everything you need to make your meals unforgettable.
It has a different taste, and that is why I enjoy coming to this place.
From live fish that you can catch for yourself to smoked fish, just chickens and beef, we have a wide range of products that will satisfy your shopping needs. And if you're looking for something else, we have a wide range of groceries to choose from, including Hope Channel decorders. At Papino Investments, payment is easy. You can pay with cash or use our mobile money services. Visit us today at Robert's Fish and Veggies Building, Chilenge Market, Lusaka, or call us at 0955 108708 or 0976 543822 or 0965 691909. Papino Investments, the home of live fish.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. The Higher Education Scholarship Loans and Scholarship Board, HELSB, has signed a memorandum of understanding with Zamtel in order to allow students utilize mobile money when paying back their loans. HELSB Chief Executive Officer Dr. John Machaya, speaking during the signing ceremony, said the MOU will enable students use mobile money to pay back their loans. Dr. Machaya said the initiative will help decongest banks and also enhance accountability and transparency in the services of HELSB. And Zamtel Chief Executive Officer Jason Mwanza has thanked HELSB for choosing to work in collaboration with Zamtel. Mr. Mwanza said the coming together of Zamtel and HELSB is a great milestone that seeks to improve the payment system of loans by students.
The Higher Education Loans and Scholarships Board holds a crucial role in administering loans, scholarships, and financial resources. Today we gather to adapt to changing times and improve our services. This contract underscores our commitment to a shared goal, enabling students to utilize the HELSB student finance system through the Zamtel payment gateway. This system streamlines processes, allowing online applications, registrations, and renewals, with payments facilitated through online channels and the *115/USSD shortcode using Zamtel money.
We are gathered this morning to witness a giant stride in digital financial inclusion. The partnership between Zamtel and Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board holds immense significance for the future of education in Zambia. The core purpose of this partnership is to make access to student loans more accessible and convenient for prospective students. Through this partnership, prospective students will be able to pay for bursary applications via Zamtel mobile money. This makes us the first and the only mobile platform to offer this service. This amplifies Zamtel's commitment to champion digital financial inclusion. It is in tandem with government's agenda on digital financial inclusion. This is as reflected in the 8th National Development Plan and encourages students to embrace the digital landscape for their benefit.
About 20 Peace Corps volunteers have been sworn in to begin rolling out their expertise in Community Health Empowerment Project, CHEP, and Rural Education Development Project, RED. The 20 will join the more than 2,500 Peace Corps volunteers dotted around 9 provinces of the country. However, the 20 and others coming will be sent to operate from the 10th province in the country. Speaking during the swearing-in ceremony, Health Minister Sylvia Masebo said the volunteers should work accordingly and service the Zambian people in accordance with their training to adapt to the Zambian culture and languages. And Peace Corps Zambia Country Director Tim Katz said his organization is committed to working with the Zambian government in developing friendship to foster development of Zambia and the United States of America. And Induna Mei Manena of Barotse Royal Establishment, who represented His Royal Highness the Litunga, welcomed Peace Corps Zambia and the volunteers to Western Province and urged them to work with dignity.
Peace Corps Zambia has today sworn in 20 Community Health Empowerment Project and Rural Education Development volunteers in Zambia to serve in different provinces across the country. The volunteers that have been in training for over 2 months have learned various Zambian languages and culture.
Kukala ni kwisa kutumelo kubo ngambela baba yamela bolitunga kafu fumaneha kwanu kwa mukiti waluna wo.
Honorable Minister Sylvia Masebo, who was guest of honor at the swearing-in ceremony, has however welcomed the volunteers and encouraged them to be adaptable and work towards building a better Zambia for all citizens.
We deeply appreciate the dedication and positive impact of Peace Corps volunteers who have worked tirelessly alongside us to enhance the well-being of our citizens. Today, as we welcome you, I encourage you to embrace your roles with open hearts and open minds. You will be living and working in communities that may be different from your own, where customs, languages, and practices may vary. I'd like to express our deep appreciation to the Peace Corps for their continuous support and outstanding volunteers they send to our nation. And to our new volunteers, we welcome you with open arms, and we look forward to witnessing the positive impact you will have in the days, months, and years to come. Together, we will work towards healthier, more prosperous communities and a brighter future for all Zambians.
And Peace Corps Zambia Country Director Mr. Tim Katz said the new volunteers will join the already existing Peace Corps workers in Zambia, and the additional of the new members will cover all the 10 provinces of the country.
They will be joining 87 other Peace Corps volunteers who are already in the field at various locations around the country. Volunteers who are living and working representing Peace Corps in 9 of this beautiful country's 10 provinces. And as of tomorrow, we are pleased to announce that we will be represented in all 10 provinces, including 6 new volunteers in Western Province and an office and staff team supporting those volunteers. Our efforts here would not be remotely possible without the partnership and support of the government of Zambia, represented here today by our honored guests from Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, and the Provincial Minister for Western Province.
Induna Maimanene of Barose Royal Establishment urged the volunteers to serve with honor and dignity.
All of you to go and serve our people dotted across many chiefdoms in Zambia with honor and dignity. I would like to assure you that Western Province is open for development and we look forward to receiving more volunteers in the near future.
Reporting for Hope TV News, Rejoice Mukoma.
The Zambia Electricity Supply Company, ZESCO Limited, has launched the Youth Action Against Vandalism campaign with the aim of sensitizing the public on the dangers and effects of vandalism. Speaking during the launch of the campaign, which is in partnership with the Ministry of Youth, Sport and Arts, Minister Elvis Sinkandu said it is saddening that the youths are in the forefront of vandalizing especially ZESCO properties. Mr. Nkandu appealed to members of the public to support the youth action against vandalism. And one of the vandalism culprits has appealed to other youths not to engage themselves in vandalism, saying the act almost had him dead after he was shot at on the chest when he was found vandalizing ZESCO cables in Kafue district. He said a thief who can go back to stealing has never heard the sound of a bullet. The power utility company has also injected 5 million kwacha into the campaign, and a number of youths and communities have been put as ambassadors in the fight against vandalism. Well, that picture seems not to be ready as yet. Let me just give you what is making headlines as top stories across the country. Police in Chawama have arrested a 25-year-old man for defiling his 13-year-old stepdaughter, who is an imbecile in Lusaka's Chawama compound. It is alleged that on November 8, 2023, at around 07 hours, the mother to the victim left home, leaving her in the custody of the stepfather and her younger sister. Later, the younger sister stepped out to draw some water at the neighbor's house. Upon reaching home, she got the shock of her life after seeing her father having carnal knowledge with the victim. She immediately decided to call her mother and informed her about the incident. Upon receiving the traumatizing news, the mother rushed back home and later reported the matter to the police, and a medical report was immediately issued to the victim. Police visited the scene of crime and secured the place for investigations. The suspect is in police custody, waiting to appear in court soon. This is according to a statement issued by Zambia Police spokesperson Ray Hamonga. As we end the bulletin, let's recap on stories that made headlines. Church calls on politicians to uphold high standards of peace. A civil society organization has defended Speaker of the National Assembly Nelly Muti for suspending 19 opposition Patriotic Front members of parliament and some independent MPs. Youth campaign against vandalism by the Zambia Electricity Supply Company Limited has been launched, and HELSB as well as ZAMTEL have signed a memorandum of understanding to allow students pay back their loans via mobile transfer. Thank you so much for having joined us on the news desk today. On behalf of the entire studio and production team, not forgetting our correspondents across the country, I'm Bright SINKOZI alongside Sharon AKUFUNA, our sign language interpreter. Do have yourselves a lovely time as you keep watching Hope Channel Zambia, television that changes lives. Bye for now.